Are you tired of being a lemon? Sick of failing the simplest tasks because you're just a piece of shit? You need the Unity Project. I met Lev when I was at a really low point in my life. My parents had just passed away in a terrible accident, and my sister was in a coma. And I was not ready for the responsibility. I was not ready for anything, and I didn't want to live like that anymore. And then in came Lev and the Unity Project, and it gave me a sense of purpose. It gave me a family again that I was missing. And I couldn't have asked for anything better. We'll help you get back on track and learn basic life skills. You'll make new idiot friends and live in our creepy community housing.
I was introduced to the Unity Project several years ago through my sister. She joined while I was recovering from a terrible accident. And to be honest, I'm very surprised to be here today. I was very apprehensive when I first walked into this group. I thought it was stupid. I didn't believe in God. I was lost and confused in my own rage and hate for what happened to me and my family. I didn't know where to turn to. I didn't have any friends. I just lived in this world. I just existed in this world. I didn't live in it.
If you breathe, we want you. You'll get involved with other members of the community. There are 3 billion of us.
Barju left Meg's Glen for this. Barju has no regrets.
We need your free labor, and we need it now. And I love the Unity Project. The work we do is so fulfilling and rewarding. I don't even care to see my sister anymore.
But Lev taught me that I'm worth it, that I deserve love, that I have a purpose, that God didn't abandon me. He's always been there for me. And I've understood what my sister did. I understood why she left me to be with Lev. What he does is so important.
It's time to get your shit together. Join the Unity Project today. Not a cult. Oh, hi.
Hello.
That's Lillian.
That's Chelsea.
And this is April. Vlogging
April.
style. Kind of.
This is our month of books for April. Yeah.
We're reading some fun ones this month. It is YA, but we also have other stuff. What are you reading this month?
I chose The Project by Courtney Summers. This is my pick for the Book Coven YA month. Review will be out
Already.
So I hope you've listened to it and enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed The Project.
Cults.
It's a story about 2 sisters and how they get locked in this fucking stupid cult because of Lev Warren and his shenanigans.
Fucking Lev. It is also the inspiration behind the intro you just saw. No, we are not a part of the Unity Project cult.
And no, we will not explain the video. If you get it, it's meant for you.
Yeah, there you go.
If you don't get it,
bye.
Get out of here.
No, you can keep watching.
Yeah.
It's okay. Our second pick is What Big Teeth by Rose the Boo. Mm-hmm. It is about a family of monsters and a girl who doesn't quite fit in. She's the daughter, the youngin'. A bunch of stuff happens. There's a death. There's possible haunting.
There's a bunch of stuff happen.
Okay, well, less stuff happens than should. We'll get into it. That episode will also be up on the lots of talking about and She's a doozy.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Next up, I have the Hazel Wood.
I love that cover.
It's beautiful. By Melissa Albert. This has been on my radar for a while because of this cover. I'm only a little bit in. It is weird as heck. It's this woman's grandmother created a story set in something called the hinterland, and she's been secluded for most of her life in what she calls the Hazelwood. That's her estate. And this woman's mother gets kidnapped by someone from the hinterland, from the fairy tale world.
Nice.
And all this crazy stuff is going on, and she doesn't know what's real, what's fake. Wild times.
That sounds fun.
I'm enjoying it so far.
The first YA I read this month, The Electric Kingdom by David Arnold. There's already a review up for this, but I will talk about it a little bit, teeny tiny bit, in this thing. It's a post-apocalyptic tale. There's some fantasy stuff going on, kind of. It's about a bunch of kids who find each other in this apocalyptic world. It's many years past the apocalypse, and it's you'll see there's like a portal on the cover.
Oh, I thought that was a wormhole.
Kind of.
I mean, a wormhole is basically a portal.
Lots of space and time stuff.
Portal.
It is spicy. Lots of space and time shenanigans, and it's confusing, and I really like it. And even my husband's reading it now. See, look, he's more than halfway through. Good for him.
I don't know if I want to say I wouldn't walk into a portal or a black hole, but I'll probably fucking walk
I'd fucking do it. What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm leaving behind. Fuck it.
Yeah. Maybe they won't be locked down in that one.
It's a new world.
Next up, we have The Night Country, which is a sequel to The Hazelwood. It's a series. It's these two, and then there's a short story collection of that's the book that her grandmother wrote.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So I have no idea what this one is about. I just know it's the sequel. So it's good that there's more to that story because I have 1,000 questions. And I'm sure it's going to be just as weird and dark, and I can't wait.
Beautiful. I'm also reading The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. It is about a girl who becomes a gilded one, which means that she bleeds gold. It's a world full of men who suck ass and people who follow them.
It's not much different from our world.
Yeah. That's like, you're reading it and you're just like, oh, this is disgusting. And then I'm like, wait a second.
Oh, that's like my boss. Wow.
Yeah, which is why I then also started reading this book, Dead Blondes and Bad Mothers.
And I'm not roasting my boss.
Yeah, but everyone's got, you've had that
We've
boss
all had
once
that
in a while.
boss.
Sadie Doyle, this one's good. It's a good, I think so far, a good pairing to this book. Because this one's fiction and this one is real.
Whoa.
But they're the same.
I have A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. Yep, it's a thickin'. All her books are thick.
It's like a fucking dictionary.
Yeah. This is a spin-off tale of her series A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I have reviewed. It's set in the same world. It follows the main character from that series, sister, Nesta, and her shenanigans in the Night Court. I believe it's called the Night Court. It's been a while, so I think it's called The Night Court. But it's about fairies, and it's a fantasy, and it's romance, and it's YA, but it's steamy. There's always been a lot of sex in here.
I mean, there's got to be. Look how many pages there are.
And long sex, chapters long sex, yes. So it's going to be an adventure.
Nice.
And I love Nesta. She was created, she was made a fairy against her will and is now a fairy of darkness and hate. So she's got a bit of a rage problem.
I like that.
Which I love to read.
Yeah, I like that. My final book is Legends of Lightning by T.R. Slauf, which we are going to review once Lillian also reads it.
Yes.
So I'm not going to give you full details, but it's very fairy tale-esque, all the fairy tale creatures are in it, but they're all kind of fucked up. So it's like grim fairy tales.
A lupo. That's a lupo.
There's grim fairy tale-ness, the Brothers Grimm, and then more twistedness on top of that.
And
it's a librarian who goes into like a parallel world.
Fuck, I wish I work at a library. That's never fucking happened. I would like that. I'll go to a portal.
You just got to read the right book, apparently. Whoa.
And that was sent to us by a listener.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So, I appreciate it.
Good on you.
Slav.
Well done.
Yes, thank you.
2 books.
I know.
Look at you.
It's good. And we'll get into it.
Yeah.
If you come along on our adventure, what are we going to do? I don't know. Drink tea, probably fart
chill,
a little.
Do some witchcraft. Definitely farts.
Witchcraft.
There's power in your farts. And,
Lillian on how to harness the fart.
Just a couple of gals living life.
Living life. Not joining cults.
No.
Anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
So we're recording What Big Teeth today. So we read it, and I enjoyed some of it. A lot of it? Not a lot of it. I made a lemon lavender loaf as the food pairing. So I'm going to chop that up. And a drink called Murder of Crows. And the loaf got soaked in lemon juice, which is why it's like a thick boy right now. Okay. And for the drink, Murder of Crows. Every drink gets 2 shots of brandy, 2 shots of pineapple juice, ananas, 2 orange. And then we do the thing. Oh, that's the cleanest it's ever opened.
I always start my day with some tarot, and since it's Monday, we got a new week coming up. This spread is for my week ahead. I don't follow any specific spreads for week ahead polls. I just think about my week, any messages I need to come through, and I let whatever cards come out. Sometimes there's one, sometimes like today there's a bunch of cards. And I always love seeing a tower card, so it's going to be a spicy week.
Happy Earth Day. I've finished all the books that I was reading, and it was not an exciting or eventful month, really. So, yeah, not much to film. Just lots of stuff with Lillian recording. But, so Legends of Lightning by T.R. South. That one, I really enjoyed that. It was like a modern take kind of a fairy tale, like really fucked up fairy tale. We met, I think, Snow White, and she's completely like drugged up. Like it doesn't hold anything back. I liked her writing style. There's a couple redundancies when it came to descriptions, but overall I thought it was worth the read for sure. So definitely get that. I know you can get it on Amazon, and I know sometimes there's some good deals for it for the Kindle download if you wanted it digitally. But then I've also read The Gilded Ones and Dead Blondes and Bad Mothers. So The Gilded Ones, my review is up for that if you want a full review, but the short of it is read it because it's really good and apparently a series. So I think I'm going to read the other ones when they come out. I don't know if any are out yet, but I will check that out. And hopefully those are also good. But if you just wanted to read the one, I didn't end the book thinking there were any like huge unanswered questions. So there's no need to read the second one if you don't want to. If you just liked the first one, then you can stick with just that. Good story, good world building, which is like everything for fantasy. So yeah, definitely good. And then Dead Blondes and Bad Mothers was a great companion read for it because I started that before I finished the Gilded Ones. And it is all about the pop culture, how we are perceived, women in pop culture. And she doesn't just, it's trans women as well. Anyone who identifies as a woman, it's how we're all treated and how we're shown as monsters. Like the first couple of examples are the Exorcist movie and how exorcisms are predominantly done on women, as if like, oh, of course, only a woman can get possessed. So that's right on theme with our theme next month, which is exorcisms. So I was happy to read about that. And the ending is all about women as witches, which is obviously perfect. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Overall, a good month for reading. But I've been feeling a little blue, so I'm going to make a spell jar using all of this nice earthly energy everyone's putting in because it's Earth Day. So I'm going to take all that energy, put it in a jar, heal myself a little bit. And yeah, let's go do that. So we got some Earth Day healing magic going on. So I've got my jar, my ingredients, and of course, before I begin, I meditated and I grounded myself so that I was ready to go. But I'm starting the jar with soil from my garden because then you're just getting all the grounding in. And then I'm putting in Epsom salt to bless and cleanse. I'm writing down how I want to feel on some bay leaves. So I did a bay leaf for emotional healing, like how I would like to feel emotionally, and then one for how I'd like to feel physically, and then some bonus ones, because why not? Just writing things like, I feel healthy, I feel happy, I feel satisfied, whatever, as if you already do. And then I put some elderberry, which is for healing. My only source of elderberry, unfortunately at this time, is just some in pill form. So I make do with what I have. And then seashells, just to add some more earth. If you have some stones in your backyard, definitely use those instead. Or use shells, whatever. And then I put myrrh oil for emotional healing and sandalwood oil for overall general healing. And then of course you seal it. I meditated a little bit longer with the jar itself just to give it some of my energies and absorb some that I put in. And then a green candle for health, of course. And I've poured that on top. If the jar's big enough, you can just let the candle burn down on top, but this jar, I didn't trust the giant candle sitting on top. And there you have it, little Earth Day healing spell jar.
I finished the Hazel Wood, so I went for a walk to drop it off and pick up some new holds. My walk to the library isn't as exciting as a walk through the Hazelwood or the hinterland, but I'm very glad for that because I did not get attacked by an evil fairy tale character or some wild creature. It was just a nice, calm walk. The Night Country is the sequel to the Hazelwood book, and this one picks up right after Alice has escaped the hinterland and she's back in our world and struggling to find her place again. Like, how does she live a normal human life, or should she even live a normal life? Because she is still, like, she's not of this world. So, things are messy. While all this is happening, there seems to be some, like, serial killer targeting ex-fairy tale people, so it's just as dark and weird as the first one, and I'm loving it.